All right, I want to start the program off today talking about one of my all-time favorite Youngevity products. I got a lot of favorite Youngevity products, but I got to tell you, this one is near the top of the list when it comes to my faves, and that's the Ultimate Enzymes. I love multifunctionality. I love products that give you multiple benefits, and the Ultimate Enzymes do just that. Obviously, your Ultimate Enzymes are digestive enzymes, so they're going to help you break up protein and fat and sugar. You'll also get pancreatic juices in your Ultimate Enzymes to help support the digestive process. You'll get bile salts for dissolving fat and improving the absorption of your fatty nutrients. Bile salts are also important for detoxification, especially if you're on a prescription drug. You want to make sure that your bile system is working efficiently. If you're a woman going through menopause or a woman with PMS issues or any hormone issues, you should know that bile is extremely important for helping clear out toxic excess hormones, and you'll get bile salts in your Ultimate Enzymes. You also get something called betaine HCl, betaine hydrochloride, which is important for helping the body maintain the environment of the stomach, maintain a healthy stomach environment for processing protein, for facilitating nutrient absorption further on downstream in the intestines as well. And betaine HCl can also provide you with raw material for the heart. It's got heart-healthy substances in it, and betaine HCl can also provide you with raw material for building joints and wrinkle-fighting collagen and for building bones as well. I'd say that's a lot of benefits for one supplement. This is all from your Ultimate Enzymes, Ultimate Enzyme Digestive Enzymes. There's thousands of enzymes that work in our body every minute of every day, maybe 3,000 different enzymes in the body. And unfortunately, enzyme deficiencies are not rare. In fact, enzyme deficiencies as we get older are much more common than they are rare, and the result of enzyme deficiency can be every single chronic degenerative disease you can name. In fact, enzyme deficiency can cause or exacerbate every single chronic degenerative disease there is. Almost all the activities, not almost all the activities of your body require enzyme. Energy production, absorption of nutrients, absorption of oxygen, reducing inflammation, removing toxic waste, breaking down nutrients in the digestive system, dissolving blood clots, anti-inflammation, and inflammation all depend on enzymes. The aging process itself is somewhat dependent on deficiencies in enzymes. There's a mental health component, too, to enzyme deficiencies. Enzyme deficiencies can cause outgassings from bacteria that can lead to depression and anxiety. Enzyme deficiencies can lead to deficiencies in various brain chemicals, leading to more mental health issues. In the book Enzymes for Autism, Karen D. Felicia talks about something she calls enzyme therapy, which is basically the use of digestive enzymes to break up gluten and casein, which can cause or accelerate the development of the disease autism. Enzymes can be used for skin care in addition to improving digestive health, and that will reduce the likelihood of skin problems like psoriasis and eczema and acne. Enzymes can also be used topically. They're a type of cosmeceutical ingredient, half cosmetic, half pharmaceutical. Cosmeceutical ingredients have the ready availability of a cosmetic, but they have the potency of a pharmaceutical. Vitamin C, retinol, vitamin A, peptides are all considered to be cosmeceuticals, and you could consider enzymes to be cosmeceuticals. Enzymes can be used topically directly onto the skin for stimulating circulation, for improving the smoothness of the skin surface. They can be helpful for skin lightening. You can't really use straight enzymes on your skin, but you can use papaya, you can use pineapple, figs, kiwi, by mashing them up a little bit or putting them in a little blender, and you can apply them right to your face, make a nice papaya mask, and take advantage of the wonderful enzymes in the papaya, likewise pineapple and figs and kiwi. Pretty much all fruits, and especially citrus fruits, by the way, have enzymes in them that you can apply topically, take advantage of their skin health benefits. So enzymes speed up chemical reactions. Technically, we call them catalysts. Without enzymes, life could not occur. And as I said, enzyme deficiency is common, and all that means that you want to get on your Ultimate Enzymes, whether or not you have a digestive condition, whether or not you have a digestive problem. Certainly, if you do have a digestive problem, you want to make sure you're using your Ultimate Enzymes, 3 or 4 with every meal. But even if you don't have a digestive problem, if you take your Ultimate Enzymes, if you take your ultimate digestive enzymes, your body will be able to spare its natural enzymes for fighting cancer and helping improve the inflammatory process and improving the aging process. So taking your ultimate enzymes, even if you don't have a digestive problem, can have a sparing effect on your other enzymes, your anti-aging enzymes and your anti-inflammatory enzymes as well. This is what raw foodies believe, and they may have a good point. By the way, cooking destroys enzymes, which is one of the reasons why you want to cook your food as little as possible, preferably just steam your foods very, very slightly, especially your veggies. Enzymes, by the way, are active at a certain pH, so a little apple cider vinegar with your digestive enzymes can help activate them as well. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. We're coming back with more good health information. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552. Toll free. We'll be back right after this.
You may have heard about the 90 essential nutrients or the mighty 90 needed for good health. But with all the products out there, what exactly are they talking about? The mighty 90 is 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 60 plant-derived minerals, and 2 essential fatty acids. So now you know. But with all the products you see and hear advertised, what exactly do you buy to come up with the mighty 90 and the right ratios to promote good health? Youngevity has made it easy with the Healthy Start Pack, which contains 1 canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine Vitamin and Plant-Derived Mineral Complex, 1 bottle of Bone and Joint Enriching OsteoFX Plus, and 1 bottle of EFA Plus Essential Fatty Acids, all in the proper ratios to promote good health and vitality. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Youngevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. A formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Youngevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
What's up, Doug?
Yeah, good to have you back on the show. And I thought we'd talk a bit about, I saw this story and I thought immediately of you.
Yeah.
As the headline reads, eating green leafy veggies may lower glaucoma risk, because you're often touting the benefits of eating green vegetables.
That warms my heart when you think of me, when you hear
so they say people who eat more green leafy vegetables, a good source of nitrate, significantly decrease their risk of developing glaucoma in a large study. This was all part of that the Harvard Nurses Health Study, and they followed more than 41,000 men and 63,000 women from 84 to 2012, and they did follow-ups every couple of years. And they found they said that U.S. adults, those who consume the most nitrate, mostly from green leafy vegetables like kale and spinach, were 21% less likely than those who ate the least nitrates to develop open-angle glaucoma by the time they were 60 or 70. So open-angle glaucoma affects about 1% of the U.S. population, usually starts with the loss of vision at the periphery due to fluid buildup and optic nerve damage. Impaired blood flow is implicated in the condition. Nitrates can be converted in the body to nitric oxide, which improves blood flow. This was all published in the Journal of American Medical Association Ophthalmology. Lead author J.H. Kang of Brigham and Women's Hospital and Harvard Medical School is quoted as saying nitric oxide signaling is important for maintaining optimal blood flow, and some evidence suggests that it may also be important for keeping eye pressure low. And they go on to say participants were all over the age of 40 at the beginning of this study and had no open-angle glaucoma to start, and reported regular eye exams and completed dietary questionnaires, including how often they ate green leafy vegetables like iceberg lettuce and romaine lettuces, kale, mustard greens, chard, or spinach. Based on the questionnaires, they calculated the intake of nitrate in the various groups of foods. They found that the dark leafy greens were the biggest source of the nutrient, contributing to 57% of the nitrate in the participants' diets. And people who ate the most leafy greens were 18% less likely than those who consumed the least to develop any form of open-angle glaucoma, and 48% less likely to develop so-called parcentral form of the disease, which is particularly associated with blood flow. So there you go.
Well, check this out. We always heard nitrates are bad for you, didn't you?
Yeah,
Wasn't that kind of confusing, huh?
That did kind of confuse me. I was going to ask you about that because, we're
tell
told
you the
to
answer to
avoid nitrates and nitrites in processed meats.
Now, isn't that interesting? Well, let me tell you the answer to that question. First of all, let's give nitrogen some props. Let's give nitrogen some loving because, man, without nitrogen, nothing happens. So anywhere you can get nitrogen in foods, you want to get them. The most important source of nitrogen in foods is actually protein. Do you know protein is sugar plus nitrogen? No, that's what the difference between protein and carbs being both fat and sugar, the difference between protein and carbs is nitrogen. That's the only difference. In other words, protein is a carbohydrate plus a nitrogen. And what it does is that little element of nitrogen that's stuck onto a carbohydrate turns that carbohydrate from something that gives you energy to something that actually can do some serious work in the body. Nitrogen is the machinery of the body via proteins. So what we have when we have carbohydrates, we have a source of energy. But when we have nitrogen, we actually have gears. We actually have wheels. We actually have levers. We actually have machinery that energy can be used to make things happen. Without nitrogen, you just have energy, and that's not a good thing because energy is explosive. Energy creates damage, but when that energy is channeled into machinery via the element nitrogen, you got work in the body. That's why protein is so darn important. And by the way, Popeye didn't eat hamburgers or steak when he wanted to be strong. What did he eat? Spinach. Why? Because spinach is loaded with nitrogen, and nitrogen represents work. And that's why green leafy vegetables are so important. I remember when I was growing up, my dad used to call green leafy vegetables rabbit food because he didn't understand the power of nitrogen. We'll talk about that when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. We'll be back right after this. So farmers know all about nitrogen. Without nitrogen-fixing bacteria, there would be no croppage. Nitrogen being critically important for the growth of plants. Nitrogen being critically important for the growth of everything. And that's why nitrates are so important. But we always hear about how nitrates are a problem, right, Doug?
Yeah, I've been hearing that for
years, right?
Mainly from Dr. Wallach for a number of years.
Well, they are a problem. They certainly are a problem. But they're also very important. So what gives? Well, they're a problem when they're not in foods, when they're not a part of the natural constituency of foods, when they're added as preservatives. That's when they're a problem. And indeed, nitrates in meats are a serious health issue, and you'd be really smart to avoid eating them. That means salamis and bolognas and hot dogs and sausages, pretty much the foods we all love.
There are a lot of you can actually get a lot of that stuff now that doesn't have the nitrates and
nitrate free.
Yeah. It's usually.
I think they say no added nitrates. I think there's no added nitrates or something like that. These nitrate free products.
Well,
and if you can go nitrate,
there's one salami that I get that it actually says it's nitrate free.
You just don't want to part with your salami, do you, Douglas?
No. Nothing better than a nice glass of wine and some salami and some good cheese. Yeah.
I understand. But in any case, nitrogen in veggies, man, that stuff is powerful. And that's what makes veggie juices, well, that's one of the reasons why veggie juices are so important. You're drinking liquid nitrogen. Especially the green, like you said, Doug, the green leafies, the ones that don't look like they have much substance to them, the ones that you wouldn't think are really high in nutritional value, like your lettuces, romaine lettuce especially. The darker your veggies, by the way, the better off they are. So romaine lettuce is a little bit has a little more nutritional value for you than iceberg lettuce. My favorite way to get nitrogen, though, is from celery. Man, is that stuff good. So, and especially a wonderful source of nitrogen. Celery juice is so filling and so satisfying because for a lot of reasons. It's got electrolytes in it like potassium and sodium and chloride, but it also has nitrogen, and that nitrogen is incredibly satisfying. So if you want to fast or you want to restrict your calories or you're trying to lose weight, you'd be really well advised to do vegetable juices, especially celery juice. Not to mention, your Suero V and getting yourself on a Suero V cleanse. Liquids. It's always about liquids when it comes to getting high concentrations of nutrition and high concentrations of nutrition in an easy fashion so your body doesn't have to do a lot of work. That actually is one of Dr. Wallach's real brilliant insights. I mean, he had a lot of brilliant insights, but one of his major brilliant insights was the idea of using liquid nutrition to pound the body with good nutrients. And of course, in addition to your Suero V and your vegetable juices, making sure that you're using your Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a wonderful strategy. You're not going to necessarily get the nitrogen, but you'll get all your trace nutrients, and you'll get your minerals, your colloidal minerals, your plant-derived minerals, as well as your B vitamins and vitamin C and electrolytes, all in super mega high concentrations. So between vegetable juices, your Suero V, and your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, your Healthy Start Pack, no matter what your health challenge is, folks, you're going to notice that you're feeling better. That's the power of nutrition. There's not a single prescription drug on the planet that can make that claim. The claim that as soon as you start a program, you feel better. No drugs are going to do that. In fact, none of the medical strategies, no medical model strategies, no doctor strategy can make that claim. But that is a claim that we can make with your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, your Healthy Start Pack, and ancillary products like the Suero V. If you start a program today, you will notice results tomorrow, and that's a guarantee. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552. Toll free if you have questions about the Youngevity products, health, nutrition, or prescription drugs. We want to hear from you. Likewise, a success story, or if you just want to contribute to our conversation, we'll take a break and come back with your phone calls. Right after this, you're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program on the ZBS Radio Network. Who's first on the line, Douglas?
All right, let's head to Texas. And Diana, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Greetings. Hey, Diana.
Hello, Diana. Diana, you're on the air. Okay, let's move on. Let's go on to the next call. Let's head to Florida. And Steve, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Steve.
Hi, Dr. Glidden. Great job last night.
Thank you so much, but I'm not Dr. Glidden. But I'll accept that. I'll accept the praise for Dr. Glidden, and he did do a great job.
Did outstanding. I do have a young girl. She's in her 20s. She's about 105 pounds. She has interstitial cystitis. It's a condition.
Yes. It's called interstitial. It's called an interstitial. I forgot what it's called. It's a urinary tract issue. Interstitial cystitis. Thank you, Douglas. A urinary tract issue, correct?
No, it's a connective tissue with bladder inflammation. She's taking Elmeron that coats the lining of the bladder but does not heal.
Okay, so interstitial cystitis, let's be clear here, okay? I'm not sure where you're getting your information from, but interstitial, which means between the tissue, cystitis, which is it's an inflammatory condition of the bladder. It's technically a very hardcore long-term bladder infection, and it's miserable, and it's agonizing. Here's the thing for all bladder issues and bacterial issues that involve the bladder. Focus on the digestive system and probiotics and good bacteria. Basically, you're dealing with a condition called dysbiosis, which means messed up gut bacteria. All right, so what you want to do is you want to focus on digestive health. Now, if you're thinking that this is something we talk about every day on this program, on my program, if you're thinking that this is a standard answer, it is, because almost every single health challenge has a major digestive component. In the case of interstitial cystitis, I don't know why I can't say that. Interstitial cystitis, you want to focus on food allergies and food intolerances, especially gluten, by the way. So have her link her symptomology, whether it's a bladder symptomology, pain, urinating symptomology, or digestive symptomology to specific foods, and then eliminate those foods. And I like a food diary to do that because it's hard to remember everything. So when you write things down, you start to notice, well, gosh, every time I have burritos, I bloat. Or every time I have orange juice, my cystitis gets worse. My urinary tract infection gets worse. So you want to start to link your foods to specific symptoms. The best way to do that is with a food diary. The next step, and then you're going to eliminate the problem foods. The next step is going to be to get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence. In fact, that is a must-have for everybody, but especially if you're dealing with dysbiosis or some kind of bacterial problem. 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules in the afternoon minimum. Personally, I would do 3 capsules 3 times a day, 9 capsules a day. With all her meals, she should be doing her ultimate enzymes, 2 or 3 capsules with all her meals, and then swig a little bit of apple cider vinegar with her ultimate enzymes to help activate them. Fucoidin is awesome for all kinds of bacterial issues and bladder issues. That's the Fucoid Z. And it might not hurt her to use a little aloe or noni, both of which can have a beneficial effect on the circulatory system, on the blood system, as well as on the bladder and on the urinary tract as well. Noni juice or aloe juice, and the Fucoid Z too. If you want to do a couple more things, the Ultimate Selenium is wonderfully antibacterial and supports the immune system, and of course the Healthy Start Pack, that goes without saying. So interstitial cystitis, focus on food, Healthy Start Pack, use your selenium, and throw in a little bit of the Fucoid Z, as well as the aloe and the noni. Thanks for your call, appreciate it, and we're going to take a break and come back with more of your phone calls and more good health information on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Who's next on the line, Doug?
All right, let's say they're in Florida and head over to Felicia. You're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Felicia.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Sure, what's up? How can we help you?
I'm calling for a friend who is trying to get off medication for high blood pressure,
Okay.
type 2 diabetes,
Okay.
super high triglycerides.
Okie dokie. They're all the same thing, by the way, but go ahead.
I think that's about it.
All right, you got yourself a sugar problem. You got a sugar problem. Your friend has a sugar problem. Hypertension. It's all part of something called metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is a bunch of different things that all fall under the umbrella of blood sugar issues. And that's great news, because it means just by working on your blood sugar, you'll lower your blood pressure, lower your triglycerides, drop some weight, and increase your longevity as well. So first things first, restrict intake of fast-burning sugars and carbohydrates, and that means all the foods we love so much, bread and pasta and cereal, desserts and fruit juice. Pretty much if we like it, it's sugar, and those are the foods we got to reduce our intake of, ideally have zero tolerance for. Now, you do need your carbohydrates, and that's where vegetables come in, lots and lots of veggies, and veggies will also help stabilize the blood sugar, of course. And then another neat strategy for weaning yourself away from sugar is to use more protein, more eggs, more fish, and of course your Slender FX is a great source of protein too. And then there's nutritional supplementation, which is just incredibly valuable for helping lower blood sugar. The B vitamins that you'll find in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, thiamine, vitamin B1, niacin, vitamin B3, even vitamin B12, all of which are found in copious, generous amounts in the vitamin B in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, all have wonderful sugar stabilizing benefits. Chromium and vanadium, that's your Sweeties product. That's very important for helping stabilize blood sugar. Chromium is part of something called the glucose tolerance factor, or the GTF, and this is a complex of molecules that help the body process sugar, made up of niacin, vitamin B3, and chromium. So making sure she's using her Sweeties after all her meals is a good idea. The Healthy Start Pack, that's a must, especially those omega-3 fatty acids that you get in your Ultimate EFAs. The Ultimate EFAs are good for a lot of things, but they're especially good for helping, the omega-3s anyway, are especially good for helping stabilize blood sugar. You might also want to throw in something called alpha lipoic acid. 400 milligrams or so of that a day is actually used as medicine in Europe for helping lower blood pressure. Alpha lipoic acid is. And just as an aside here, I was reading this really neat article in the journal Diabetes Care. Check this out. Recovery sleep helps reverse the impact of sleep loss on type 2 diabetes. That means by getting catch-up sleep. In other words, if you don't sleep enough during the night, taking a nap in the middle of the day can actually help reduce the impact of sleep loss on type 2 diabetes. Deep breathing is another wonderful strategy that we don't talk about anywhere near enough. I do talk about it, but not enough. And that's a wonderful way to lower blood pressure and lower it really, really quickly. So you got lots of great ideas there. Mostly you're looking at a blood sugar problem, and it all falls under the umbrella term, anyway, of something called metabolic syndrome. High blood pressure, high triglycerides, weight gain, and other diabetes symptoms. Thanks so much for your call, Felicia. Appreciate it. Hope we helped you. Let's see if we can get a couple more calls in before I break, Doug.
All right, let's head to Arizona. And Diana, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Diana.
I need your help, please.
Sure.
I've been scratching my skin for 6 weeks.
Oh, that's terrible. Head to toe, all over, or just localized?
It's all over my back, my legs, my stomach.
We can help you. We can help you. This is a rule of thumb for you, ma'am. And for everybody listening, anytime you have itching on the body that doesn't seem to be associated with anything topical, like you weren't rolling around in poison ivy or poison oak or using the wrong kind of detergent, anytime you have itching that's non-local, that's spread out all over the body, you want to think of the immune system. Skin is part of the defense system, as is the digestive system. In fact, the skin and the digestive system are the two main areas where you have immunity, that is defense in the body. So it sounds to me like you're dealing with some kind of immune system activation, and whenever that occurs, focus on food and digestion. That means a food allergy or a food something's getting into your blood through the digestive system that's initiating this kind of reaction. You might want to do a food diary, see when you're itching more, when the rash spikes, when the symptoms of the rash or the symptoms of the itching spike, and see if you can link that up to something you ate. Again, a food diary is really important. Don't try to use your memory to try and remember what kind of foods cause symptoms, but write everything down. Then you want to start working on strengthening your digestive system. The Biolumin Nightly Essence, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 in the evening. That's how I like to take it. At least 3 a day. But if you can do 9 a day, that's even better. Your Ultimate Enzymes with your meals, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, Fucoid Z. The Fucoid Z and Fucoidin can also have a beneficial effect on digestive health, and that might help you as well. And make sure you're using your Healthy Start Pack. The vitamin C in the Healthy Start Pack is a wonderful natural antihistamine. Now, if you get really in a bind and you're absolutely miserable, take some Benadryl. That's a prescription. That's a over-the-counter. I'm sure you've heard of Benadryl. It's an over-the-counter antihistamine, and that will help relieve the itching. The problem is it's going to make you drowsy, and you don't want to find yourself hooked on Benadryl. But if you just get absolutely miserable, you're going nuts, and you have to take care of the itching, a little Benadryl might help you. It quiets down the allergic response. But it's a good idea to find out why you're having that response. Go ahead, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I'm allergic to Benadryl.
Oh, well, there you go. So then you're not going to be able to do Benadryl. Vitamin C will act as a natural antihistamine for you, so stay on that. And it's probably a better idea to go that route anyway. But it sounds like you already have a history of some allergies, and that makes sense because whenever you have itching all over the body, head to toe in a non-local way, or even redness, or even a rash, or for that matter, even eczema or psoriasis, you're looking at a digestive health issue. And by the way, as part of the Healthy Start Pack, you're going to get your Ultimate EFAs. Keep in mind, essential fatty acids can help stabilize the immune system in the skin. So again, for any kind of non-local, non-diverse or spread out, I should say, a diffuse or spread out skin reaction, the Ultimate EFAs can be helpful in addition to all the other strategies. And it shouldn't be very long before you notice relief. We're talking within 48 hours or so, you'll start to notice relief once you do this thing correctly, especially when you eliminate the problem foods. Thanks so much for your call. Appreciate it. And maybe we got time for one more call, Doug?
Yeah, and she might want to also think about going on a gluten-free diet, too. A lot of times skin issues are related to that.
Yeah, your foods, that's, right on, Douglas. Foods. Gluten, dairy, eggs, all of these things can be problematic. Absolutely. Good point, Douglas.
Let's head on to Florida. And Terry, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Ben?
Hey, Terry. What's up, man?
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I really appreciate it, man. I got a little testimonial.
Awesome.
I've been on your Youngevity products since a year now. When I first started, my blood pressure was 165, 169. And, today, let me inform you that it's down to 109, 110. And,
that is so awesome, Terry. Thank you so much for sharing that.
I absolutely love it.
Thank you. You know what? When you share that,
I lost 20 pounds too. As soon as I got off the gluten, I just lost.
Isn't that amazing?
Away without even doing anything.
Without even trying, right?
Yeah, without even trying.
Terry, what you just shared, you're going to save lives. People out there listening who are on the fence or skeptical, when they hear testimonials like this, and I hear them all the time. I know you do too, Douglas. When you share your testimonials with people on the radio, you are saving lives. Terry, thank you so much, buddy. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, Terry, just for getting on the call here. Send me an email, ben@ksco.com, with your address. I'm going to send you out a free Beyond Tangy Tangerine on me.
Oh, I appreciate it, Ben.
Yeah,
but
thanks
I had
for
a quick question also.
Sure. What's up?
It was in regard to a friend of mine who was just diagnosed with, I think it's called costochondritis. I believe it is. It's like a left side rib problem, I guess.
Say again?
That's what he was telling me. Costochondritis. Costochondritis, I think.
Okay.
like left side, basically chest and back pain.
Intercostal. It's where she's breathing. She has pain when she breathes.
When she breathes. Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
that's a costochondritis. It affects what are called the intercostal muscles, the muscles in the sternum and the chest. Hang tight. We'll answer that question when we come back from our break. Thanks, Terry. And don't forget, send me an email, ben@ksco.com with your address, and I'll get you out a freebie. I love it when people share success stories. It's so important. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey, sitting in for Dr. Wallach today. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Okay, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Pharmacist Ben and Doug Winfrey sitting in for Dr. Wallach today. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552, toll free. So costochondritis, inflammation of the cartilage that connects the breastbone and chest area, connects up to the breastbone and chest area. Basically, you're dealing with an inflammatory condition. And anytime you have inflammation, you got some kind of attack in the body. It could be due to breakdown in the connective tissue. It could be due to something something that your client is eating. What you want to make sure you're doing is, number one, using your Healthy Start Pack. The anti-inflammatories and the ultimate EFAs can make a significant difference. Number two, get your patient on the glucogel caps. The glucosamine is a very important building block for building connective tissue and cartilage. Plus, they have their own anti-inflammatory benefits. I would also be throwing in some digestive support. The Biolumin Nightly Essence is always a good idea. 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules at night. She might not need to do 9 a day, but it wouldn't hurt her to do 9 a day. And your ultimate enzymes can do double duty. Number one, they'll help your client process her food, but number two, the ultimate enzymes also have anti-inflammatory properties if you take them on an empty stomach. So have her use her ultimate enzymes with meals and have her use some of the ultimate enzymes on an empty stomach. Make sure she's drinking lots of chicken soup. Chicken soup contains cartilage factors that can help build cartilage. In fact, any kind of connective tissue, eating cartilage can be very helpful. And of course, you'll be able to get your cartilage products in your glucogel caps. The gelatin in the glucogel caps will provide you with cartilaginous factors that will kind of be like a capsule version of bone soup, chicken soup made with the bones. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Don't forget to send me an email, ben@ksco.com, and put your address in there so I can send you out your free BTT. Thanks for your call.
Might also want to try the CM capsules as well, the anti-inflammatory capsules.
CM capsules might help too. Thank you, Douglas.
So let's head on to Las Vegas, Nevada, and Joanne, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Joanne.
Yes, hello. How are you?
Hello. What's going on? How can we help you?
Well, that's what I'm calling for, to see how can you help me.
Okay, good.
I'm 77 years old. I've been hospitalized 4 times recently. I've had relatively very good health all of my life, and then I from each of those hospital trips where I spent several days each time, my blood pressure initially was like 250 something. It was very high and very scary.
Not bad.
And very just scary. And so anyway, so I'm on blood pressure medication now, and I'm not used to taking medication, and I think that I know that there are 9 prescriptions.
You're on 9 different medication?
Yes.
Is the same doctor giving you all 9?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And I think that they are, I say pretty much because I was in 2 different hospitals,
okay,
and not the same doctor was there every time.
Okay, but they're all working together. They all know what you're doing. They're all kind of a team. Okay. Here's the deal. The medication isn't doing you a whit's bit of good. All right. Now, whether you need it in an emergency for an emergency condition, and it sounds like you had an emergency condition, that's one thing. But to stay on a medication, on 9 medications, long term, at the age of 77, no less, is just bad medicine, really bad medicine. So here's what you need to do, ma'am. You're 77 years old, so with all due respect, I don't mean this meanly at all, you got 7 decades of bad living that we got to correct here. But we can do it. The body can do it. The divine force can do it. First things first, focus on digestive health. As long as you have a digestive issue, and if you've been subsisting on the standard American diet, guaranteed you do, you're not going to be absorbing your nutrients, and toxins are going to be getting into the blood, and it's going to throw everything off. So you got to patch up the gut. Get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence. Do 3 capsules in the morning, 3 in the evening. Make sure you're using your ultimate enzymes with all your meals, maybe 3 capsules, 3 ultimate enzyme capsules with all your meals, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar to go with it. If you have any particular food problems, dairy, eggs, gluten, and almost everybody has a gluten problem, you're going to want to avoid those as well. Get on the Healthy Start Pack. Do it today. You will notice a significant difference, and it won't be very long. I'm talking 48 hours or so, 24 to 48 hours. You'll notice a difference. And deep breathing is one of the all-time great strategies for lowering blood pressure. I wish we had more time, but we're just flat out of time on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program, so I hope we helped you out. Thanks for listening. I'm Pharmacist Ben. It's been great sitting in for Dr. Wallach today, for Doc, for Doug, for myself, for all the folks at the ZBS Radio Network. Have a beautiful, awesome, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or 2 with a couple of vitamins. Youngevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Youngevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Youngevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention, OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. If you're up several times every night to go to the bathroom, have frequent urination during the day, feel like you have to urinate but then have difficulty getting a stream going, have leaking, dribbling, or urgency to the point a restroom must always be nearby, you may have an enlarged prostate. According to the National Kidney Foundation, by age 60, more than half of all men have an enlarged prostate, or BPH. By age 85, that number is 90%, according to the American Urological Association. Ultimate ProstFX from Youngevity has been developed for nutritional support of the prostate gland. ProstFX promotes prostate health and supports healthy prostate function. Stop sprinting to the restroom and avoid those embarrassing moments with ProstFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.